What's up guys, Random Razor here with another tech video for you guys today, and today we're going to check out some touchscreen gloves from Mojo. So of course, without further ado, let's slice this open, check them out, and give you guys my quick in-depth review. So it's been a couple years since I reviewed Mojo's touchscreen gloves, and today we're going to check out their updated models for 2019. So we have two different models here. This one here in the fancy box is their leather touchscreen gloves, and this one here is actually a new version that they introduced just recently. So let's check this one out here first. There's no name to it, it's just called touchscreen gloves from Mojo. Very simple packaging to open, so if you see these in store, you can try them on without wrecking the package. And here they are. So according to the specs here, as well as this giant label, this does feature 3M Thinsulate, which is a type of insulation that helps keep your hands warm in thinner style gloves. So this one here is a bit of a departure from their knit gloves I reviewed in the past. The material on here, the best way I could describe it is, for those of you who ever use those neoprene laptop sleeves, very similar material, very soft to the touch, and has a bit of cushion in it. The interior liner features this fleece material, which is again soft to the touch and helps with further insulating the glove. The fleece liner, according to Mojo, also features a 4-way stretch, which helps create a very snug fit to ensure that there aren't any loose parts of this glove. There's also a Mujjo branded cuff on the bottom to ensure that wind doesn't get up underneath your gloves. And you can see the finger areas as well as the palm does feature this rubberized lined material to give you better grip when you're holding stuff. Alright, so let's put these gloves on. They are a unisex fit, and they do have a number of different sizes. Mojo does offer a size chart on their website to ensure which one you get. But because they're unisex, particularly for men, if you say you normally use a small, you may want to upgrade to medium. In my case, I normally wear small gloves. This one here is a medium, which fits my hands. So first off, pretty comfortable, nice and snug fit. Not too many loose parts to it, which is a good thing because it ensures touch accuracy. The cuffs around here are a little bit loose, so I wouldn't be surprised if the wind kind of got up under there a little bit, but keep in mind, I also have fairly skinny arms, so for the average person, should be alright. The most important aspect of these touchscreen gloves is quite obvious, the touchscreen capabilities. So let's try it out. So far, wow, it's actually pretty, this is pretty sensitive. So you can see here, these gloves have no issues with the touch sensitivity of your phone. Now keep in mind, I also have a glass screen protector on here, which supposedly reduces the touch sensitivity, but it does not affect the functionality of the touchscreen gloves. So it's quite obvious that these gloves are great for opening apps, music playback, punching your phone number, passcode, but what about texting, in other words typing? Well, let's try it out. This is a test of the touchscreen gloves. So I did play around with texting with these gloves for a little bit, and I have to say that typing with your thumbs, it's not very feasible, particularly because of the extra material that is on the tip of your thumb, which unfortunately reduces your accuracy in regards to pressing the right letter on the keyboard. I'd say it's fine for short answers like yes or no or hi or something like that, but if you're sending a long text, you're probably better off at taking your gloves off and typing it normally. I did find that the fingertips on these gloves are a little bit more snug fit than my thumb is, so I find that the accuracy is a little bit improved with the fingertips. So overall, I'd say these gloves are, yes, they can be somewhat feasible in regards to typing, but if you're going to do a long text or something, you're better off at finishing the text quicker with your gloves off than trying to correct the mistakes that you type with the gloves on. So overall, the touch capabilities of this glove works pretty nice. I have to say I'm very impressed with how sensitive it is, because there's no lag or anything. It actually works like if you're using your phone without any gloves on. So that's a quick look at these touchscreen gloves. Now let's check out the leather ones, which are a little bit more nicer, you could say. So with the leather gloves means a little bit fancier packaging. Got a big box with the Mojo logo on the top. Popping this out. We have a bit more Mojo branded packaging. And last but not least are the gloves here, and that looks like it's pretty much it. Alright, so taking a closer look at the leather gloves here, these are made of Ethiopian lambskin, which is apparently known for their better insulation properties. In addition, because these are leather, they also have windproof and water resistant properties. So unlike the normal touchscreen gloves I just showed you guys, these ones here, because they're leather, won't let the cold air through. These gloves are also lined with a cashmere wool, which is soft to the touch, provides better comfort, and of course, because it's wool, has excellent insulation properties. So taking a closer look at these gloves here, first off, the leather is very high quality, soft to the touch, looks nice, and smells nice. The gloves do come in a few different sizes. This one here is a size 8, which amazingly works perfectly fine with my skinny arms. The entire glove is obviously lined with leather. On the other side you have this clip that you undo before you put your gloves on, and then you do it up so that the glove or the wrist area here is tightened up to keep the wind and cold air from getting underneath the glove. So first off, if you're looking for straight up nice looking leather gloves, then these ones definitely won't disappoint. They're very comfortable, high quality leather as I mentioned earlier, and the fit as well as the comfort is very nice because of that cashmere wool that they use on the inside. They would make great driving gloves for those of you who don't want to touch a cold steering wheel, or if you have a nice parka or some sort of nice outfit for the winter, these will definitely be a nice addition to your outfit. In regards to winter use, these are definitely a big step up for thermal warmth compared to the other touchscreen gloves I just showed you guys, because these are leather. They're going to be windproof, water resistant, and they definitely do a much better job at keeping your hands warm during the cold, harsh winter. So these gloves here are great for like the fall, spring, or early winter, late winter when temperatures aren't too frigid, but when it gets below zero and quite a bit below zero, I definitely recommend these leather ones if you want something that's a little bit more insulated. Alright, so the most important aspect is the touch capabilities of these gloves. Just like the other ones I reviewed, they're very touch sensitive. You can see here no problems opening the screens, opening apps, closing apps. Tapping icons isn't too terrible either, as well as your phone number. However, in regards to typing, just like these other gloves here, because of the excess material on the edge of your fingertips, even if I tuck my gloves back as far as they go, it's still this, let's see, whoops, yeah, it's just not feasible, just because you can't get a good tap, a precise tap, sorry, with the gloves here, just because of the excess material on the edge of your fingertips and your thumb tip. So again, maybe short answers like, you know, yes or no. It is somewhat feasible, maybe not, but in short, typing, it's not the greatest with touchscreen gloves, and I actually find these gloves here to be a little bit more accurate than the thicker leather gloves. One nice thing about both these touchscreen gloves is that it's not just like the fingertips or the thumb tips that are touch sensitive, but the entire palm area is all touch sensitive. For example, you can normally swipe the screen like this with your fingertip, or you could even do it with your palm. Overall guys, in regards to the leather touchscreen gloves, very impressed by them once again. I think the touch sensitivity of these gloves have been improved since I last reviewed Mujo's touchscreen gloves. And I'm also happy that Mojo kept these gloves to look like your traditional high-end leather gloves without making it obvious that they're tech gloves or touchscreen gloves, and just keeping it a simple leather look. In regards to which set of gloves you should get, obviously the leather one here is going to cost a little bit more because it is leather. The one advantage I did mention about the leather one already is that it is a little bit more winter optimized versus this set of gloves. Both the touch sensitivity on both these gloves are just as good. So it really comes down to two things: the price, the leather ones are obviously going to be a little bit more expensive, and the aesthetics. Does your outfit go better with the leather gloves or a traditional style glove? In terms of any cons or things I don't like about these gloves, the only thing I could say is, of course, the typing efficiency with these gloves isn't really that great. Opening apps, checking notifications, no problem, but if you're going to send a long text, you're definitely better off taking your gloves off and typing it that way. In conclusion guys, if you're looking for some high quality touchscreen gloves for your touch capacitive devices, you definitely can't go wrong with the Mojo leather touchscreen gloves. Anyways, thanks for watching guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments about these gloves, ask away in the comment section there down below. Hit that like button, as always helps me out, and I'll see you all in the next video.